Last time, on the Colbys.
I'll bait it myself.
Oh, it is beautiful. Come in.
Hello, Constance. Whatever are you looking for?
A bracelet, a silver bracelet.
Arthur, it's Sable again. What you said about Connie being of sound mind, what if she weren't?
I'll be damned if I'll get into bed with Zach Power. I want my oil shipped when it's pumped. No storage and no delays. And if it takes Zach Power supertankers to do it, so be it.
I always mix business with pleasure. And I have an insatiable appetite for both.
I'm looking for loyalty. And if I'm right, I see in you a woman who wants to prove something. What do you say? Is it a deal?
Good morning, darling.
Miles?
Jeff, you can understand two people being in love, can't you, cousin?
Are you a part of my past, Blake Carrington?
That's for Grandpa. See? That's me and my mommy.
Oh, my God. Look at these. Look. Fallon with Jeff. Fallon with me. I am Fallon, but I don't remember.
If anything happens to that girl, I swear to God, I'll kill you.
No trace of her. But I'm not going to give up until I find her.
You find her. You're the one she's running from. She ran from you once before, and she's doing it again now.
She was my wife.
Was, that's right. A fact she obviously wanted to forget. Then and now.
You don't know anything about our relationship?
Maybe not. But I know Dr. Paris warned you. He warned all of us. Let Fallon find her own way out. Don't rush her. Don't try to force her memory.
I didn't show her the photo album.
Your son did, Jeff. You brought him here to see if she'd recognize him, and instead you've hurt her. God knows how much.
I would never do anything to hurt Fallon.
That's a lie! All right! Knock it off, damn it, both of you! I told you before, I promised Blake I'd look after his daughter. So far, I'm not doing too well. You two kicking each other around is no help. It's got to stop. All right?
Talk to Dr. Paris, please. This is Jason Colby. Well, find him. Have him call me back. At home, yes. You bet it's urgent.
This is Dr. Paris. I'm on my way back from Santa Barbara. Any calls? Jason Colby. All right, who else? Randall Colby? From where? Call her back and tell her I'm on my way.
Will you be staying with the Colbys while you're in town, Mr. Carrington?
No. As a matter of fact, they don't even know I'm in Los Angeles. I wanted to see you first, Mr. Powers.
Then I gather this conversation is just between us, huh?
And my father.
Which means Blake Carrington is nervous about either Jason Colby or me.
Thank you. Not nervous, just careful. And curious. Denver Carrington made a deal with Colby Enterprises to build that pipeline from California to the Midwest.
Which involved Jason's tanker shipping your oil out of the South China Sea. I know all that. Please have a seat, won't you?
Thank you. But now, all of a sudden, your supertankers have become part of that deal. Now, Colby tells us that you slipped in the back door while he wasn't looking.
I don't slip through back doors, Mr. Carrington. The fact is, Jason's plans were bigger than his tankers.
And when you discovered that he would not be able to deliver...
We're all in business for profit, my friend. But ask yourself this. What would have happened if I hadn't stepped in and Jason couldn't find ships to subcontract the overage? What would have happened?
Well, suppose you tell me.
Well, Blake Carrington and his partner would have to invest in new tankers, super tankers.
And Jason Colby would have himself a fleet of super tankers to add to his existing fleet.
The cost of which shared by Blake Carrington.
You know this for a fact.
I know Jason Colby. He has a way of getting what he wants. And it's always perfectly legal. You assure your father that with my super tankers, he will have all the tonnage he needs without having to invest in a new fleet for Jason. Tell him that, will you?
I'll tell him your side of the story, Mr. Powers. But Blake Carrington has a way of sorting out the facts for himself.
Naturally.
I have all the questions, but none of the answers. Sometimes I think it was better when I was alone. There was no one in my life. No past, no future.
Oh, you don't believe that? You want to remember. You spent months trying to find out who you are. If you'd really wanted to give up, you'd never have called me, never told me where to find you.
Help me, please.
I will, Fallon. But you've got to help me. You've seen proof of who you are, but it's like seeing the cover of a book. What you are is inside. We can't skip any chapters or read the last few pages to find out how it ends. You've got to be patient. And you've got to trust me. Do you?
I'm supposed to say yes, aren't I? But I don't know. I can't even trust myself.
Meaning?
That I know how Randall feels, but we're trying to find Fallon. I trust you, but would she?
We know where Fallon is. She's right inside, waiting for us. I can lead you to her, but it'll take time and a lot of courage on your part. If you're willing, we can start in the morning. Are you?
So this is where the high and mighty Jason Colby lives.
No, this is where the woman you love drops her socks.
Will you look at the size of this place? Obscene.
Will you give me a kiss? Or I'm not going to introduce you to my mother. You reverse snob.
Bliss?
Oh, hi, Mummy.
I'd like to speak to you, alone.
Well, as you can see, I'm rather busy at the moment.
It won't take long. I'm sure your friend will excuse us.
Sorry, Shauna. I don't think this is any time for introductions. Call you tomorrow. Bye. Really, Mother, that was very embarrassing.
Oh, and that display wasn't in public.
This isn't public. This is my home.
Well, one would never guess you're so seldom here, especially when there's a crisis and your family needs you.
Crisis? What's happened? Is Daddy all right?
It's Fallon. She found out who she really is and ran away.
God.
Your brother and Jeff are looking for her now.
Poor Fallon. How terrible for her.
Well, it's comforting to know that you really care.
You know I care.
course I know. You've always been very loving, very caring ever since you were a little girl. But have you never wondered why I get so worked up about the way that you behave? It's because I love you. We all love you, and yet you insist on behaving like an outsider. It's almost as if you don't want to be one of us.
Well, maybe that's because there's no room left in the fabulous Colby clan for the misfit. Tell me, Mother, how do you shine in this family? How do you get any attention when your father is one of the richest men in the world? Your mother is one of the chicest, your sister's a legal brain, and your brother's an international champion. Who cares about a brat with no special talent when they're around? Just tell me now, Mother, would you tell me?
All right, Doctor, you asked to see me alone. Now, let me ask you. What the hell is she doing in your clinic?
It was her choice, Mr. Colby.
You put her there without consulting me or her father?
She'll get the best care at my clinic.
Yeah, last week you said she'd be better off here. That's fine. This is Fallon's home now. But she ran away. Why?
She feels betrayed. She's a frightened child running away from her pain. Oh, she's seen photographs that tell her who she is, but she has no memory of that person.
We were following your orders, Doctor. What can you do for her in your clinic that you can't do here?
Narcosynthesis.
Truth serum?
Exactly. I can't give you a guarantee, but I believe that Fallon's chances are good. She's desperate to retrieve her past. This might do it.
How long would it take?
Please be patient. Give me a little time with no interference.
All right, Doctor. I'll give you that. A little time. But results count with me. If anything happens to that girl, I will hold you responsible. Believe me.
Jeff, could I see you a minute?
Sure.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want you to know how sorry I am about Fallon and you. I know how you feel.
Really? How could you know how I feel? We're strangers. You don't know me. You were never around.
I told you there were reasons.
You keep saying that. What reasons?
I was very young and frightened when Philip died. I felt alone. I couldn't face being the poor relation here with the Colbys. So I went home to my own family to have you. And that's when your Uncle Cecil started to pressure me.
Pressure you to do what?
To give you up. To let him raise you as a Colby should be raised.
And you agreed?
At first, it seemed unthinkable. But he found my weak.
And what was that?
Philip died before he came into his inheritance. He left nothing. Cecil offered to give you what would have been your father's share of the Colby estate.
Francesca, did it ever occur to you that a boy would rather have his mother than the Colby education or the Colby money?
Right or wrong, I did what I thought was best for you. Can you understand?
I understand the consequences. I lived them. Francesca, let's not make things any tougher than they already are. You made your choice. Let's live with it.
How convenient for you. I made the choice. I'm to blame. I'm as human as you are, Jeff. Only you can't forgive me for that, can you? Well, I've loved you since the day you were born, and I will go on loving you, no matter what.
You're swimming the wrong race, Miles.
Hey, Mom.
You should concentrate on long distance. The sprint will get you nowhere.
Who said I was racing?
You're always in a hurry. You drive too fast, you play too hard, you
Burn out too quickly. I've heard it before, okay?
Yeah, but you don't listen. You've got to concentrate, plan your moves carefully, or you'll be left behind without anything, and Jeff will win it all.
What are you talking about, Randall?
It's not Randall, Miles. It's Fallon. Fallon Carrington Colby. She has a name and a history. She nearly remarried Jeff.
But she's my wife now.
You fell in love with a little lost girl. You married a Carrington. Don't you understand? You've created a dynasty. The Colby Carrington dynasty. With this marriage, anything is possible. You could become one of the most powerful and influential men in this country, in the world.
I don't care about any of that. All I can think of is Randall. Fallon. Sick. Frightened. I never loved anyone like I love her. I never thought it was possible. It's as if the day I met her was the first day of my life.
Dear hearts, I know you love her. That's why I'm so concerned. Whatever hurts you, hurts me. You and Monica were my first. Now, Monica had an easy birth, but you had to struggle for your life. I nearly lost you. So if I worry more about you than your sisters, who's to wonder? I don't want you to lose this love that you found, but... Miles, love doesn't conquer all in this world. Believe me.
Mother, what do you expect me to do?
Protect your interests.
Mine or yours? Look, you and Dad can worry about the merger. The empire. Let me worry about my wife. Right now, she needs me.
In the meantime, what about Jeff?
Jeff Colby doesn't worry me. I can handle him.
Well, he worries me. A great deal. Connie? Connie?
Just out of my bath table.
Just about that check for the charity banquet.
Oh, in my purse on the table.
Never mind, you can give it to me when you come down to breakfast. I've just had a long talk with our son.
I'm sorry, honey. What did you say?
I wanted Miles to know how concerned we are about Fallon.
I expect he knows that.
I'm just not sure we're doing as much as we could be for the poor girl.
She's in the hands of one of the best psychiatrists in the country, so I am told.
By whom? Your sister? Connie's hardly an authority.
I didn't say she was.
That's just one woman's opinion.
Sable, do you think I'd let a doctor treat Fallon without having him checked first? Connie's opinion of Paris is shared by his colleagues, also by me.
But then that's fine. I feel much better.
Well, I'm off.
Darling, it's Saturday.
I work most Saturdays.
Well, Jason, Connie will be down in a minute.
Honey, I'm going to the office, not Australia.
Oh, Jason, I do wish you'd...
Just a minute.
Coffee, please.
Connie, have you got that check?
Yes, yes. Let's see. How on earth did...
Isn't that the bracelet you thought you'd lost?
Well, yes, but how did it get in there?
You must have forgotten you pushed it in your purse. People do forget things, you know.
No, I did not forget. Well, you were there, Sable, you saw.
That was another purse. Just be grateful that you've got it back. You changed your mind?
About what?
Our date.
Date?
To go riding. You're not dressed for it, don't you remember? We were going to see the new saplings Mr. Milano's planted.
No, I don't remember. I'll go and get changed.
Jason, I must tell you, I'm very worried about her.
Who?
Connie. She's getting so absent-minded. She has these lapses.
Connie? That'll be the day. If Dr. Paris calls, have him patched through to me in the office, will you?
Mrs. Patterson. There's someone here to see you.
Thank you. I am delighted you did. Look who's decided to join us.
Frankie! Good morning.
Angela. Miss Francesca will ride spring dance, and I'll get another horse.
No, Angela, wait. You take my horse, Frankie. Spring dance is really too spirited. Oh, nonsense. I can handle him.
No, you can't. I'll ride him.
You'll have to catch me. No, Frankie, wait!
Mother, are you all right?
You called me Mother. You called me Mother.
Let me help you.
I'm fine, really I am.
Can I at least help you up to your room?
I appreciate your concern, Chef, but I'm really all right.
Well, then lie down and get some rest, okay?
Excuse me, Francesca. I'd like a word with Jeff.
Go ahead. I'll be in my room. I'll rest, I promise.
I want to see Fallon. Where is she?
She's not to see anyone. Doctor's orders.
Not even her brother.
Especially not the brother she never trusted.
She ran away from you. Not from anyone else in her family.
I don't care who she's running from, but I'm telling you right now, Adam, I'm not giving you the chance to upset her.
I'm here to see my sister.
Why? Why now? Why are you so anxious to see her?
You may be the self-appointed guardian of the family portals, but you are not a Carrington. I am. And with or without your permission, I'm going to see her.
Monica, what are you doing here?
Daddy, I didn't think you'd be in today.
What's happening?
I'm leaving.
What's wrong with this office?
Nothing, Daddy. It's what goes on here. That's the problem.
Well, what goes on here? Here, I'll give you a hand.
I'm sorry, Daddy. I had hoped to be packed and out of here before I told you.
Before you told me what?
I'm not just changing offices. I'm changing buildings, careers. I'm starting over.
What are you talking about?
A new job, Daddy. One based on my own merit, my own abilities. Dominique's asked me to run Titania Records.
You can't leave Colby Enterprises?
Then stop me. Make me an offer, please.
Well, if it's money,
I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about challenge, trust, responsibility.
Responsibility? You're a vice president of one of the biggest companies in the world.
There are 12 vice presidents, Daddy. You toss that title out like scraps to a stray dog.
Well, if you've had a better offer, fine, but think it over. There's a lot more to life than giving orders to a boardroom full of men.
And women. There are women in boardrooms now.
Yes, I know that. I put 3 of them in mine.
Then use them. Daddy, you put me on a pedestal years ago. Your precious little girl who'd grow up and have any man she wanted. Well, that's not what I want.
You don't want a good man, huh? You want a good corner office in the top floor. At the end of the day, when everybody's gone, who'll be there for you, honey? Who'll tuck you in at night?
I don't need tucking in.
Sweetheart, I know a lot of successful women. Got careers they're proud of, and they should be, but at night, each one of them goes home with only the TV to talk to and her pillow to hug till she falls asleep. I want more than that for you.
So do I. Daddy, it's not that way anymore. A woman today can have it all. In the office and in bed. Daddy, I don't need the pedestal. I need the chance.
Monica.
You still think of me as your little girl. If I don't leave now, that's what I'll always stay. I'm sorry. I'll have my things sent to my new office on Monday.
How did you sleep last night?
I woke up a couple of times, shaking. Nightmares. A dark figure. Someone going to hurt me. But I don't know who. I can't remember.
Alan, dreams are only a clue. It's your life we need to remember.
I want to.
I know. And there may be a way if you're willing. A simple technique, painless.
What is it?
Narcosynthesis. Truth serum. Safe and quite effective. It can be a shortcut for us. you'd be able to recall whatever memories you blocked out. Whatever trauma might have produced your amnesia.
You said painless. What if I start remembering things then? What if I can't live with what I find out?
Fallon, can you live with the way you are now?
Are you sure you're all right, Frankie? I'm fine, Sable. Not a scratch. In fact, I've never felt better.
Told you that horse was skittish the day you bought him, honey.
I didn't want Frankie to ride him. I specifically said I would ride Spring Dance, but she wouldn't listen. Connie, or I, would have known something was wrong as soon as we'd mounted.
It was no one's fault, Jason. The saddle was loose, that's all.
It was not loose. I tightened that cinch myself. Sable, you were there. You saw me. I did tighten it, didn't I?
Well, Connie, I...
No harm done, Connie.
Of course not. You mustn't blame yourself. Anybody could forget.
Forget to tighten the cinch? Oh, no. No, I've been around horses all my life, and I go... Oh, my God, Francesca. You could have been killed. You... Excuse me.
Connie. Excuse me.
Never seen her like that. Maybe you should...
I'll go.
Your hand's shaking.
Is it? Well, maybe I'm not used to seeing Connie like this either.
She'll get over it.
Oh, but will she? I mean, I'm not talking about just now. Haven't you noticed? I've been trying to talk to you about it. She misplaces things, forgets things.
I'm listening.
I know it might be very painful for you, darling, to accept that your own sister, well, that Connie might be losing her grip.
She's the same as ever.
Really? How do you explain her gift to Jeff? With no discussion, no preparation, she gives away a fortune to a nephew she hardly knows. Now, does that strike you as rational?
She thought I was dying. She was thinking of the company.
To bring in a virtual stranger.
I just got a call from the clinic. Fallon's with Dr. Paris. They've started.
Where are you now, Fallon?
Room with a fire burning in the fireplace.
Go on. I'm right here.
It's dark outside. Rain hitting the windows. Thunder. Loud clap of thunder.
But you're inside, Fallon. The storm can't hurt you.
No, not the storm.
What are you doing now, Fallon? What do you see?
Looking in the mirror. All in white. Wedding dress. Wearing a wedding dress. Other girls here.
What is it?
There's a terrible noise. I'm not sure. It's a terrible noise. It's awful. I'm sending them away. Get out. Telling them to get out of here. I'm alone now. Wait a minute. Someone's coming. Someone's outside the door.
All right, the door, Fallon. Somebody's at the door.
It's opening. He's coming in.
Who,
Who's coming in?
Don't touch me! Get away! Help! Ah, somebody help me! He's raping me!
Who, Fallon?
I don't know. I can't see him.
All right, Fallon. It's all right now, Fallon. You're safe now.
I don't know. I don't know. What?
Sleep.
I don't know.
You said it was a safe, simple procedure.
The treatment is, Mr. Colby. But whatever traumatized Fallon, she still can't face it. Well, I can give her the chance to break through. But she's the one who ultimately has the answers.
They're still locked up inside her.
I'm afraid so.
Well, what next?
Well, she's a voluntary patient. And right now, as much as I prefer Fallon remain in the clinic, she wants to go home.
Which one?
With you and your family.
That's what she wants. That's what we'll do. Whatever it takes to get her well.
I can't promise you that. Give her your love, warmth, reassure her. But you must face the possibility that Fallon may never find herself.
I can't accept that.
You have no choice, Mr. Colby. You see, whatever terrified her might be buried so deep it may never surface. And yet I do have a feeling that she's close to a breakthrough.
How close?
I don't know. It could come at any time.
Future. Subject. The successful life and times of Monica Colby. First item. One Jason Colby will be ultimately pleased and proud as his daughter brings Titania Records to new heights. With a platinum release, 4 Grammy nominations, and a feature story in Fortune magazine.
On Monica Colby, new genius on the recording scene.
I thought I was alone here.
Well, I can't think of any reason you should ever be alone.
May I help you?
As a matter of fact, I'm here to help you. Any questions you might have, getting to know the organization, the people?
You're Neil Kittredge. Dominique filled me in on you. She said you'd be out of town, though.
I got back early. I know next to nothing about you, except the magic of the Colby name, of course.
It's just a name, Mr. Kittredge.
Neil.
Neil. Well, it'll take me some time to learn everyone else's names, their jobs, their bios.
Well, let me save you the time on mine. For the last 4 years, I've run this record company for Miss Devereaux. I personally created a new jazz label, expanded our rhythm and blues, and increased overall sales by 31%. Now, anything and everything you want to know about this company, Miss Colby, or should I call you Monica?
If you like.
by the way, I've had that desk moved 2 feet closer to the wall. You'll have the afternoon sun in your eyes where it is now. At least that's what happened when I had this office.
Jeff tells me you flew here from Denver to see Fallon.
She is my sister, Mr. Colby.
But you were here more than 24 hours before you came by the house to ask about her. How's that?
There was some other business I had to attend to.
What kind of business?
Business?
I don't think so, son. I think maybe we ought to get this out in the open. Now.
Inquisition time. All right. It was business regarding the pipeline. Blake asked me to check into it.
Well, I know you met with Zach Powers. That's why I wanted to see you. I'd like to know why.
You have a contract with Powers that could affect Denver Carrington. I wanted to make sure that everything was in order.
Yes. Ask him to hold, please. You tell your dad when I have a contract, I check to make sure it's in order. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I'll show you out, Adam.
Mr. Carrington, next time you have questions, come and ask me. Don't go behind my back again.
Excuse me, miss. But I'm looking for Mrs. Colby. Something about taking her home?
Oh, Lyle. I was thinking you weren't going to come.
You're my wife. I love you more than I've ever loved anyone. Why wouldn't I take you home, huh?
I just thought maybe with everything that's happened, Jeff, who I am, Miles, I'm so sorry for what I've done to you.
This is what you've done to me? What is it, sweetheart?
Nothing. Let's just go home, please.
No. Look at me.
Really, everything is fine.
You're hiding something from me. Something happened here, didn't it? What? I want to know.
Please, Miles.
I have a right to know, don't you think?
Yes. Yes, you do. When I started remembering the night of my wedding to Jeff.
You remember Jeff? Remember being married to him?
No, just the night we were going to remarry. I was getting ready. I saw myself, the gown, the room. Miles, there was a man.
In the room with you?
He came in. He came closer. And then he raped me.
Raped you? Who?
I don't know who. I couldn't remember. I can't see his face. I try, but I can't. I can't.
Henderson told me you were here.
And you told Henderson to send me away. Well, I'm not going. Not until I see my sister.
Don't force me to throw you out.
Who the hell are you to dictate who sees her and who doesn't? She's married now to Miles Colby. And if anybody tells me I can't see Fallon, it's going to be her husband. Hello, Fallon.
My God, it's you.
What is it?
You're Adam, aren't you?
That's right. You do remember?
I remember everything. It's you. You're the one who raped me.